Alright, I'll be quieter. What if he's locked in the bathroom? It could be. You. What if there's someone out there trying to kill you?
That you know of?
That's because your dog is protecting you.
There's a sniper posted on the roof.
In a video game.
It's also just good common sense.
What? Unless you have like a fenced-in yard. What are you doing, buddy? That's fucked up.
Oh, that's...
That's not safe. For the dog. Or for people. And goes bork, 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 bork. Amazing. Dogs don't think like. My parents' dog goes bork, bork, bork whenever she wants to be put inside of her kennel. She's like, I wish to have a roof over my head. And, you know, the fucking patio also has a covering, but no, she wants the low roof over her head. And the door closed.
She wants to feel extra safe.
Literally.
I need to get back out. Oh, okay.
It's okay. It'll be fine.
Pull out the tower cheat sheet if you need it. I'm sorry to whoever I killed.
You're not gonna kill anyone.
I'll figure it out.
DPS are going right. Don't forgore.
I've got Stardew Valley on the brain.
That's a good game.
Yo.
Boot up.
I'm playing it for the first time.
You've never played it before. Oh my goodness.
I think the Minecraft update is out on live. So true.
You know what? I'll let you think about who I picked so far.
I feel like if we just say it out loud, it might constitute hate crime.
I offer a glimpse of Lady Athena's power! A tangled morsel awaiting death.
Only out.
Oh.
Circles is in.
I'll give you special
Okay.
cells.
You know what? I think we made it work for Black Mage uptime, and that's what's more important.
Wet like unto chains. I must
Watch for the donut or reverse donut.
It's gonna be in.
Oh, I'm wrong. Let's do.
Except
Wow.
for
Not a lot of time to adjust on that at all.
I like.
Oh,
There was a.
so
There
if
was a-
I'm like, what if I'm like this?
Should be fine.
He's always gonna do the opposite of what he did first. This time he did point blank first, so after the towers, he's gonna do the circle in.
He
If
always
that's how
does
you
the
want to
opposite.
memorize it, you can memorize it that way instead of reading it.
Yeah.
Up to you.
Oh,
Oh,
Spread
Okay, so
into
just
duos.
spread into
Great.
duos.
Fun for
there's probably a
everyone.
variation where it's duos and the spread.
And then spread, yeah. Alright.
How did you know what the order was? There was only one.
Because
zero
there was a
there.
cooldown. Yeah.
Oh, there were two?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Had it. The pair.
Okay, I had one because I didn't have this buddy stat. Yeah, okay. So it forces you to the platforms on the sides, then immediately does that. So
Yeah.
do we want to? I guess we don't cross over.
Huh?
We just do the mechanic on the platform.
We can just stay on the side.
It killed me like while I was walking across. I was farther away from the bridge, but you do not have a lot of time to cross over.
Why not just do it on the sides?
Yeah, we can. Well, it just delays the party coming together, but we can do it on the sides. That's what I was asking. Okay, so if we're doing it on the sides, then we just do. I guess we do like a top to bottom spread.
Yeah.
Light parties.
Like we could do.
We should have a
we
light
could
party
do-
totem.
Okay, let's have our light parties real quick. Okay.
You got a line.
I think.
Kate's the furthest north.
Okay.
Maybe we should put Shani in the middle,
In your melee.
so she can heal all of us. Yeah, okay, that looks better to me.
And that way
Yeah.
it's like support.
Yeah, and then we have partners. It's this person.
Yeah, exactly.
Here, Saga, why don't you swap with Matthias? Be at the very bottom.
There we go.
And then. Never heard of it. I think. We could do this all on one platform, I think. It didn't look that big.
Probably.
Well, yeah, we could, I guess, but it would be really tight. Is there any reason to?
Wait, you want to do it? You want to do the spread on one platform?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
we can actually manage it
It's
on
too
that
big.
I don't think it's
It's
that
too big.
on the two little side like these.
On one, all 8 of us on one platform?
Yeah,
We would.
4 on each is fine.
but
8 on 1, it might work, but it's so tight.
It's too
Why
big.
do it?
it's
Well,
If
no, I
it-
was wondering what Saga meant.
I
Is
You
it-
can do 4
thought
people
about
in
I
each
meant
platform.
8.
It's big enough.
I distinctly think I meant 8.
yeah. That's what I
If
figured.
you-
I think
okay,
it's
so like,
how far would it be?
so like this is. Okay, line up over here. Like, have my light
So
party
we're-
come over here.
So we're using So this is
Okay,
two
so it's
platforms long.
2,
So
2, 4, 6, 8.
so it'd be like this basically, squinched in a little more.
The platforms on the side are as long as the whole arena, like here, roughly.
Yeah.
Like the arena is a little bit bigger, but it's about the same size. So if you could have enough to have 2 diamonds worth of space between each person individually, and then
Okay.
2 diamonds of space across the whole party. So it would be like, who is the last person here? It'd be Clay. It'd be like Clay here, me here, and then like Matthias would be here.
Who got the buffs? For
We all did.
Everyone did, even the
Even
dead
our
bodies.
partners.
Got
But
the-
the-
It was DPS who got
Everyone got
the
the-
partner stack.
Who got the
DPS.
got the buddies? Okay. Even if you can fit everybody on the thing, unless
You
it's
have to
during
stay-
raid buffs, does it matter?
You have to stand about 2 squares apart from each other.
Well, I don't know what the raid buffs look like. I don't know if they're up
I
at that
don't know.
point.
What?
Like, what's the
means-
point of putting... If it gives us 2 platforms, why not just use both platforms?
It's around
Okay.
Silk Spit, which is kind of annoying because it's kind of a
I
spread.
mean, if we want to
so-
do the light parties thing, that's fine. I was literally just saying I'm pretty sure we could.
We can't fit 8
It is an
people on one
option that's
side.
available.
I don't
I-
think you can.
I
think
think
it's
you're right,
You have to
Saga.
stand about 2
I
squares
think
apart from each
it's-
other.
Not a great idea.
There is plenty of room for 2 squares apart per person.
It doesn't matter if we're just trying to figure out if we can. It doesn't matter right now. Let's just do light parties on one side.
Okay.
And
Alright.
light parties on the other side.
Before we pull, the mechanic right before that, how many silk puddles were there? I had one. I'm
I-
assuming there were
Well,
4.
everyone,
5?
all 4 of us were alive who all got one, but there are only 4 people alive, so it could be 4 and it could also not be 4.
I got one and I died because I got tethered and then bled out.
Tethered to what?
The pole, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I deliberately avoided the pole. So wait, did you die because nobody freed you?
Yeah, because
Do
I
you
was
need to be
all the way in the
freed?
back.
Okay.
So
Maybe
can we
You
fit?
want to stand like here?
I mean,
Some people
there
could
are-
stand on the far platforms on
Yeah.
the either side.
That's what I was gonna say. The platforms are still open, and
You
there's-
might
the
get
bridge
tethered
is
to the
still there.
pole, but
I think you
Yeah.
can have enough time if you just.
Okay.
We need to see how many people it gives us. It gives it to.
Yeah, there were only 4 people alive, so...
I think you can fit 2 in the front, 2 in the back, and then 1 on either side in the middle. So like 1 at 2, 1 at 3, 1 at 4, 1 at 1, but like roughly.
Like,
Because I stood
here?
near. No. Like here. This is where I stood, and I did not get tethered to the pole.
Okay, then you're also assuming that there's going to be someone here,
Yeah.
right? I guess this does look far enough to not tether together. Like, for you and I to get tethered.
Where I was standing, it did not go all the way to alpha, so we were fine. It didn't reach the middle.
and Kite was somewhere up here too, right?
Huh?
Not
Oh, I
sure
mean, I
either.
died because I stood on but too close to the pole, but... So I can't tell you for certain how close I can
Oh, you were
stand.
too
But it looks like there was enough space for me to scooch over to the left, though, so...
Yeah, because in
Plenty of
normal,
room.
in
I
the
would've
normal
been,
version, you have this spaces from
been
here to
fine.
here is fine.
If it-
The only problem is, while we have to do this spread, our buffs are coming up, and, I don't know how far we can put everyone.
They
You
should reach the whole platform.
Yes, but if we have to put people on the far sides, then I don't know. Because, like, the buffs will be coming out about when we get hit with the spread. Maybe there's time for people to walk back a little bit, but you would have, like, 1 GCD. If you want to keep everything aligned, that is. That's if we can't put everyone within range of rate buffs, like, in the middle. Assuming that more than, like, 6 people
Aaron,
get
I think
tethered.
you have to drag Beta Alpha back 1 diamond.
Drag it back.
Yeah. What? No, back
More
towards
into the
south.
center.
No, more south.
More south.
Why?
Okay, never mind.
Why?
Because I think in the case that there's 8,
Yes,
then
but
you
I'm-
want-
Okay.
this is what I'm saying. I know that this will work. I don't know if you can put beta. That
Yeah,
close, can you?
but if it's 8, then I think we have to basically do like this mirrored on north, and then you'd have to go 1 diamond back, and another person would be on the diamond ahead of Beta current.
So you're saying like this?
And there. Yeah.
I don't think it will work. Notice how the pole here is actually not quite all the way. It's like on the inside. Like here it's 1 diamond away. This is 1 diamond away, and this is like exactly how far you can go and not get tethered, I think. But
Okay.
this, I think, is too close.
So then, would we have to scoot them in one?
I
So-
don't think it will work. I don't think you can fit 2 on this side.
Mm.
I don't know. Maybe.
I think that you get tethered to. Oh, but there's nobody left who has it. You could probably fit 1 person in the middle, but then again, you don't have.
You might be able to do 2 if you do something like.
Oh, if you did like. What if it was? I guess it could be like this. Or something.
I would say keep them directly centered and just 2 diamonds apart. Dead center.
Like this. This might work.
I meant like a vertical dead center, but
Like this. Or like in between the.
like a straight line.
I don't think it would make a difference whether we do this
Yeah.
horizontally or vertically. The point is they need to be. These also need to be about 2 squares apart from each other.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they're fine as long as they're 2 squares apart from each other or the tethers.
Yeah, like that. That is what I meant.
The beta and alpha are out of melee range, so don't do it like that.
Is that out of melee?
Beta and alpha? Yes.
Oh,
I mean,
Well,
they
but
can
if-
scoot
but
up
if
a
we-
little. You can scoot
that's
them up a
why.
little.
That's
and
why
then-
we
Yeah.
don't have the. We can just scoot them up.
How many melee spots do we need? 4?
4. So if we have those up and move them, then it's fine.
Yeah, or you can just make C and Delta can still be melee.
I think you should actually do the vertical, put the melee on the sides, and then put the healers in the center.
Okay, we can do that. Okay, so do we want C to be here? And then like D up here?
I think that would be fine.
Yeah. We.
And then Beta and Alpha are moved up.
Yeah. So it makes a diamond in the middle. And a line in the back.
And you can scooch around for this when we do it. Like
Just a limit test.
Yeah, just to, if you're too close, obviously, just scooch around until it works and then report back your findings.
Yeah. Alright.
Do we want to keep these markers on here, or do we want to?
I'm fine with them.
We can leave them here for now, maybe.
Okay, I'm gonna
Yeah.
change the top markers then, just so that they match where we
Yeah.
stand for the cone thing. So just know that this isn't necessarily where you're gonna stand if you get that.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay,
it's just us. It's just us 2 up there. And
Okay. Are you taking 1 then, Caitlin?
yeah, I'll take one.
Okay. I did. Yeah, my saving thing is a disaster. Does everybody else have a spot? You guys need to pick a spot.
Saga, you're looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shalini, which one do you want?
Are we taking Charlie and Delta?
Yeah,
or...
Charlie and Delta are the healers.
Yeah.
I'll go Delta unless you want to.
Okay. That's by me. You're the one with the 1 melee spell, so I guess, you know.
The
I
melee
just feel like
healer.
I'll drift there, which is why I say.
The melee healer.
Sage is the melee healer.
You will go no further.
Remember our DPS stack spots? which is to say that if you go forward and there are 2 melee over there, I am going to step on you.
I operate glimpse of Lady Athena's power. A tangled morsel awaiting death.
Break, thank you.
Out.
No.
After towers is gonna be in.
I'll give you special cells. Webs, like unto chains. I must watch over all life.
And
Oh, I was wrong. It was the middle tower.
Your silk spit.
Is it 8?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To the depths with you.
Oh.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Alright. Well,
That's
Say
good to
where
know.
you
Is
Oh.
that over
Guess
touch
we
yet?
have.
Oh, come here.
Ah!
yeah. Well, definitely if the circle's touch, it's a no-go. The
That time
circle's...
it was single and then stack.
Okay.
So there can be variations where it could be things
Okay.
like partner in the stack, single in the stack, or single partner.
Okay, hold on. Caitlin, I think we can fit up there without clipping each other.
So you think... Because I was directly on the diamond, you think I had to just scoot a little bit more?
I had more room on my side. Like, I could have just moved over a little bit, and we wouldn't have tethered each other.
Oh.
Why did... Oh, it's because Shalini was so close. Okay.
So Shalini was too close to us?
Well, Shalini was too close to everyone. Like,
Yes,
being...
we can't put her there.
Yeah, putting her in the middle there causes her to touch, like, everything. It looks like you can have 2 vertically, side by side, and they won't... You can make them not touch.
Yeah, we need to put 2 people off on the left and right.
Saga and Clay definitely don't have enough room.
Okay. So I think we have to scoot them up 1 diamond, like here?
And nothing happened between me and Clay. We were fine.
You guys tethered
We
each
still
other.
tethered to each other.
Good.
Yeah, and then died immediately afterward.
That was alive.
Saga lived. I don't know.
You
how that
died
goes.
because Clay died and it untethered you.
You got to
Freed
live.
from the shackles.
You lived because Clay died.
Do buffs actually come up like right there?
When the thingies are dropping down is about when buffs are coming up. Like the spread is dropping onto us. We can't put 8 people on the middle, it seems.
Okay. Let's
think
do
we
a
just have to
6-person configuration then.
Shove our healers out of the way.
Well, it'll be the tanks, right?
To you.
I think it's easier to do.
The sides are open during that. Why don't we shove people on the sides as well?
Because of raid
That's-
buffs. We were just talking
Yeah.
about that. Because raid
That's
buffs.
why I'm
come
saying.
up.
That's what I'm saying. When the puddles drop down onto us, in 1 GCD is when buffs come. There's time for people to walk in a little closer, but like I said, like 1 GCD.
This might be a fight where you delay by like a GCD or 2.
We can see.
Okay, so Aaron, you and I are just going.
No, it won't work like that though, because you won't have enough time to get back to your buddy.
No.
Right? Wait, but
There's-
that doesn't
what do you
resolve.
mean?
That's after. That's after.
That's
never
way
mind.
way after.
That's the next mechanic.
In fact, it's
Um,
time to resolve raid buffs before the spread comes. About the time when this thing happens is also when you get the first buff, which is like 22 seconds long. So
Okay.
you have time to go back to your platform later.
So I think this works, except for 3 and 4. 3 and 4 are too close.
So what if
And-
we inch them up one?
Yeah.
They're too close to each other. You need to
You
spread them
pull
out.
each other left and right as well.
Yeah.
Scooch them up diagonally.
Like this?
Can we move any?
We move them, like, right here?
I have a request.
What's your request?
Can I get one more pull where we get to that and I see it again?
That's fine. Right now, we do know that we can't put
Yeah,
someone in the
just-
middle because Shelly was standing in the dead center, and I was on the edge, and I would have to assume that Amber was on the edge on the other side.
Yeah.
We 100% got clipped. There's no space to move someone in the middle if that's what
I
you want.
mean, you could do
Unless-
something like.
I just want to see it again.
We
Okay.
can see it again. Let's try
But for
this.
now, let's have a spread
formation.
where people are
Well,
not
let me
killing
try
each
and get.
other.
I want like to get like a good cap where I can look at it and see what's happening.
Okay, well, let's have a spread where we don't have someone in the middle.
We can go over more strats or like uptime strats for this after raid. Let's do something like this. Okay, maybe not all the way over there. Maybe like this. Okay, Kaylin.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Nothing's
Okay.
changed. Wait, where are the healers?
The healers can be on beta, alpha, the melee will move up to 1 and 2.
Okay.
Okay. Shalini, do you want beta?
Yeah, further up.
Take alpha.
Yeah.
Matthias, you're normally beta, right?
Yeah, but beta's normally on the other side.
Yeah,
so,
we can
I'll-
we can just move it.
yeah. I mean, I was gonna go to alpha anyways.
Oh, you
Okay.
are?
No, I was just gonna go to where.
Oh, okay.
gonna go
That's
here.
fine, but now you go
Yeah.
to bit. Now it looks fine. Now you're good.
Yes. Okay.
The colors
let's just
match.
The colors match.
Having blue and red on the same side is inorganic and feels wrong, actually.
These markers, there's something wrong with them, but it's fine.
You will go no
We can change them all. I just put them down. I wasn't planning on keeping them. I just needed a visual for everybody.
I think it's just a product of the arena being shaped like a W, but
Honestly, Amber, I anticipate us killing each other, but that's okay. But that's okay. Yeah. That's the spirit.
A tangled morsel awaiting death.
Saga. Out. It does hurt us a lot.
For the melee, taking the
Special
or going to 1 and 2. Don't actually go to 1 and 2 because those markers are not where you're
That's
supposed
what we were saying is we're probably gonna, yeah.
to. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Just adjust. It's just use the diamonds. It's like all the way up where the diamonds are.
How does he do it?
It's baited, but like on clay.
I lost the.
I must watch over all life.
I like that. That was good.
I fear for my life every time I
Holy
gotta
cow.
position myself. God damn.
Huh?
I got
Swag.
Same.
Oh,
Oh yeah!
oh, I couldn't get it off of Kaylin fast enough.
I am the chosen one.
Oh, it's like here.
Yeah.
Yo, we got it. Easy. This is when buffs come out. Just so you know.
I made it back.
It's hair first. BT dubs.
What the fuck do
I
I?
got you, Matthias!
You are sad.
These bars are unbreakable.
Yeah, I said that last round.
Oh my god.
Oh.
We
what
didn't
did
have
you
a
do last time?
we didn't have a
The
buddy
last time
there.
he did the same thing. He did the solo.
I
and
didn't see the
back.
healer. Oh no, I did. I home ganged it. That's right. That's what happened. That's why it looked weird. Okay, okay.
And I had a tether.
Okay.
So I assume that the tethers would go to the same, like, debated outwards, and then the healer stack
have-
stays center platform.
I have what I am already anticipating is an insane and unpopular idea.
What's you cooking?
Alright. I saw Aaron have time to cross over. What if all the melees crossed on the platforms and then left the interior to allow for a better spread position for the range? Then we can move back in and do raid buffs once we're all back situated.
Did the range tether again?
No, I don't think so. I was dead. I was more so just looking at what room we have to work with for the mechanic.
I think
We
that
had-
what we had
we
was
did have,
okay.
like-
What's the problem with what we're currently doing?
I'd rather keep the melee on the middle platform just because that way, they popped buffs like while I was on the bridge and it still hit me. But if you're coming off of say that you go to Charlie and then you pop buffs on the bridge from in between Charlie and the main platform, you're gonna miss everyone at Delta.
Yeah, we can't put anyone who has a buff on the outside if you want to hit the whole party with a buff.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's all of us except for the Black Mage, so...
I want to see it
We need to
with
see it with
the
everyone
ranged
alive.
alive. The ranged are going to be the only ones that are going to be really tough because of where the poles are. But I think that if you stand on the markers, you'll be good.
So he doesn't always do.
So, that was
Oh, one
on
second.
a support and on a DPS. In that situation, would we have thrown the DPS to one side instead? No, we can't, because
For
then they don't
what?
get healing. But it... Last time it assigned on dead bodies too, though. Or maybe Saga was still alive? Hold on, let me just take a look at it again.
Didn't all the corpses get
Nope, it
singles?
assigned all of it on. It assigned both of the Tetra onto 2 dead bodies anyway, so it's definitely. It was intended, I would assume, to go on Shalini and Saga.
Wait, so it's a light party stack that time. Okay.
It was 4 people except the DPS, or well, a DPS had one instead of a healer. Maybe, because these buffs happen very soon after each other, and if the DPS are on one side, they don't get healing. And these attacks kind of hurt us a lot.
Well,
'Cause-
you need to be also ready for the buddy mechanic if that happens.
Yes, but we have time to go onto either platform. Because we get demonic bonds, and then there's time for us to see our buffs before he even starts casting touchdown.
Yeah, we get about
Because he's
20
doing the 2 tank thingies and then the 6-person, well, I guess the rest of the party stack at that time, and our debuffs are still coming down, and then he casts touchdown, and we have to pick a side to go to. So theoretically, we would take the stack and the 2 tank busters, and then we would go out to resolve our mechanic.
Okay,
The
But-
tanks should already be pre-positioning on the bridges, right, with those tethers?
something like that.
Yeah.
But
Depending on how we want to split things.
if we're gonna do this whole thing where the party splits up like this, we're gonna need like flex priorities too, because if that time it went on Saga and Shalini, and are you guys in the same light party?
No.
No.
Okay.
I would assume that...
If it does go on a DPS and a support, if it ends up on 2 people get the light party stack in the same light party and they go to the same thing, you just are fucked. So
That's fine, we can do flex.
okay, if we're doing flex, then or do we hard assign like the DPS stack goes to Charlie and the other one goes to Delta? Here, let me change Charlie and Delta while we're here, Does anyone have another way? See, this is where putting everybody on the same platform could actually have merit because it makes it easier to do this flex.
It would. I don't think there's space to spread on one platform, though.
We haven't tried.
We haven't tried, but I definitely, by the looks of the spread AoEs on the graphics, it doesn't look like you can do that. I'm not saying you can't, but I would say don't get your hopes up.
Oh my god, it really
would be
is.
very tight if it worked, and I don't like that either.
Based on the visual, it does not look like that.
I think it's intended to be sides are used. It's possible that it's like the spread is just big enough that you can't do that for a reason.
I just want to...
I would like to see.
That's fine. It just seems like if they allowed you to do that, it would make the mechanic too easy. Because then it would be pretty brain dead.
Oh, actually, it might be.
You have to be all the way on the side though, and it's like really tight. Okay.
Yes, if you stand it on the if you stood on the very edge, I think you might be able to do it. But like I said, I wouldn't count on it because you have to be about 2 squares apart, and they are 2 squares of platform.
Okay, let's come up with a new, or just basically do the same spread but on the same side this time. Like this. So, a Shalinese group line up right here, and then my group will line up right here.
Well, I don't think I'll pull the boss.
You don't have to go all the way with the diamonds, you just have to be in a line.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll use this lineup, so we can just hard commit to left or right. Do we want to go left or right? Okay, we're going left.
Beautiful.
So in the event, let's say that Shalini gets the party stack and Clay gets the party stack. Do we just have Saga swap with Clay and then we're Gucci, or how do we want to do this? We could have, we would need a flex for everyone basically.
I mean,
If we're all on the same platform, wouldn't at that point it just be easier to have the DPS say go north and all stack together? And all the supports stack together?
Oh, yeah, okay.
The problem with the flex is if we are on opposite sides, then we have to know beforehand where we're going.
Yeah,
But if
okay.
we have enough midi, then we might survive.
I like Clay's idea. We can have the DPS light party go north.
This is
And then
how
with
big
this-
AoE is.
You need 2 squares of space from the radius.
Yes.
2 squares of space, and it's exactly 8 squares. It is the exact size to do it.
it does. You have someone stand at the top at the first diamond, and someone the other group stand at the second diamond. And
We'll try
That's
it.
not the spread AoE, is it?
This is the spread AoE. Hold on, this is a slightly easier way to see it.
I think in this
Okay.
image it still looks like it fits, like barely.
It can, yeah. Like I said, it's you'd have to stand 2 squares apart, but if you have 2 squares of space, then you're like barely able to be that far apart. Anyway, the partner stack was after.
And then we'll do partners. Do we want to...
There's actually more than 2 squares of space.
Not on the platform. That's what I'm saying, is the platform has 2 squares. So that's the maximum. And it has to be under 2 squares, because you're not going to actually get the full 2 squares without falling off.
These also have to be zigzagged as well, then, right?
No.
No, you're saying we
can
don't
just
need
go line
someone to stand, like, here? You're saying it's okay for 2 people to be like this?
Yes.
Saying that's not gonna clip?
Yes. 4 has to be farther out. I think they'll clip like that, but yes.
I'm a little doubtful, but maybe if people were
There's-
very exactly on the edge, it's possible.
There's
I
enough. Why? No, I think the zigzag would solve the problem.
I think I could solve the problem. Yes. Assuming that there's enough space.
Let's get to the variation, and then Aaron, you're my buddy for beta testing the 2 squares horizontally thing. Stand 2 squares apart from them, alright?
We're all gonna go on the same platform. Just have everybody test it.
Just go to your spot.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright,
I'll be your buddy.
let's go.
Okay, we don't need these markers now. Alright, we're going left.
Mhm.
Now
My
line
stick
up.
drift is going to kill me. I can feel it.
Your stick's drifting.
Yep. To the left.
Oh.
That's the right direction.
Yeah, we go.
If I'm on the left, there's no more direction to go.
You will go.
I'll show you the... Next time we have a break, I'll show you the stick configuration to make it less sensitive, so hopefully the drift
I
isn't as
tried,
noticeable.
but it didn't feel like it worked.
I'll help.
Uh-oh.
Lady Athena's power.
Huh?
Uh-oh. My
say that.
computer's doing that thing again.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think we made that work.
Oh,
My god. Oh my god.
I'll give you special cells.
Oh, short.
Farewell.
Roser.
Webs like unto chains.
Good thing we're going left.
Good thing we're going left.
I must watch over all life.
Ouch. I guess he doesn't do the different one, huh? Instant space RNG. No, so let's go here. Yeah.
To the depths with you.
So this is when you would cross over, right?
Yeah. So this is. Oh god.
You know, Caitlin wants to test it. Just
Huh?
test it.
These bars.
Yeah.
All the way, all the way.
I am.
Alright.
Oh, let's see. Do we tether?
I love the hollow. There's no tether, it's webs.
It's close enough.
Uh,
Or it's
You
good
lived!
enough.
Well, I guess
It'll
I guess
work.
you were fated to live.
well,
Very
yeah.
good.
That's good to know.
Aaron and Kate, I think, also had their
Well-
own like laser beams, while
Yes.
Amber was getting.
Yeah, the party stack is in the middle, and then the tanks can
It's
be
like
on
a
their
fan.
sides.
I think it's whoever, but yeah.
If
Hey,
it's
so
I
we've got
think
my
it's
computer.
maybe not the tanks.
Alright, go for it, Matthias.
it's not always on tanks.
I think
So
that
is-
other
is
people
it-
got targeted, but I think it's like a spread.
I think it's
Then
just
how
a
do we know
spread.
who stacks?
The
Everyone
people
that
They
don't
don't
doesn't-
at
get
the
it.
same time.
They have, but they have you have a marker on your head.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, I missed that.
Yeah, you have a marker on
other
your head.
doesn't
It's a
get the
marker. It's
marker.
just it's just the markers go away and everyone else stays.
But you hear the noise. You hear the whoosh whoosh.
This fight hurts our bones so much. Our brittle bones.
Here, I'll be right back.
I thought it was consistent because we kept seeing it do the opposite one. Just
Yeah.
kept getting the coin flip, I suppose.
It's okay though. It felt like now that I was looking, it felt like there was plenty of time.
There is plenty of time. thankfully.
But it did look like there was enough space for both.
I mean, you lived, didn't you?
Well,
Okay, I guess you didn't take damage because you hollowed. Did Aaron survive the first one?
you can see if I took 3 hits. I should have only taken 2, right?
Well, I don't know. I can't see because it's not going to show up as damage or anything.
It won't say 0 damage?
Where do I mean, I guess I can look at the stream, maybe? See if I can get it. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see. No, Aaron lived the first one, which was the one that was the spread, which is what matters.
Yeah.
He died to the partner stack, because obviously.
Yeah.
That means it's fine.
He didn't home gang the first one, too. It was like, I was right at the end of the diamond, like right there, like literally.
Like all the way onto the edge.
All the way. Like if this is the diamond, I was like, right there.
And no one's gonna walk off the platform anyway, so it's fine. Well, if depending on how the subsequent mechanics target, this is the best way to do it, so unfortunately, this is actually easier.
Oh.
Because putting everyone on the same platform is basically just cheating.
But so is it always the spread and then it's either the light party stack or buddies?
I think the spread can be second. I'm pretty sure we saw the spread be second once.
Oh yeah, but the point is that you never have a configuration that's light party stacks and buddies.
Not that I've seen. It looks like the spread is consistent.
Yeah, because
well, the thing is, they choose how big the spreads are.
yeah, but also again, if there's a situation where it's buddies and stack, then it would have to be on one platform. There would be no way to resolve it otherwise.
This is true. I do feel like the spread is consistent, and the reason is the spread is harder to execute because you have to spread people out further, and they like to pair spreads with other things. Yeah. They did it with... Reiju! Where are you? No, I've lost her. Oh, she just appeared from nowhere. Thank you. Exactly. I'm in the temple.
Oh.
I whistled like you would for a horse. She is very smart. Okay. True.
I'll be right back.
I'm so glad. 5-minute timer. Mine are done in 8 minutes. Those are different things. Same wig. It is crazy.
Hey, what if they made a Savage Raid and it was good? Name one. Lions.
I think Lions was pretty cool, to be honest.
P2.
I liked P2 as well. Yeah, last year we didn't have was just banger after banger.
I don't know. I like part 2 of 8 Circle, but part 1 kind of felt like the snooze fest at times.
Really? I almost feel like part 1 is more appealing in some ways. P2 is cool and all. Like I like high concept and stuff, but I like it more when the boss is targetable. And he likes to go untargetable in P2 a lot. Mhm. I like Dominion because you do damage while you do the mechanic. Like, it can be cool, and obviously I wouldn't want to do damage during high concept too. But I don't like it when they make mechanics where they're just like, okay, you have to focus only on the mechanic now because we made it too hard.
Well, it's more like everyone's so spread out.
Yeah, or because we couldn't design it in a way that made it good to do raid buffs or whatever. We're just like, fuck it. Make the boss untargetable. Force them to do the mechanic. Solve the puzzle.
Can you imagine if the boss was targetable during high concept too? Oh my god.
Yeah, it would be horrible. And usually they save that for like the more complex puzzle mechanics that require less thinking. They're like, okay, just don't, like Snakes 2, right? You don't do any damage during Snakes 2.
You can...
Oh yeah, that would be...
High concept 2 melee uptime! No.
Imagine having to, so you look at your debuff and you're like, okay, I'm Gamma, but or I'm Alpha, but a melee got Gamma, so I'm swapping with the melee to the Gamma position.
All I need to tell you
You
All I have to tell you, all I have to say is in a reply to that is Black Mage Uptime Dwayne. You think about that for a second.
like I get why they do it for certain fights, but I just inherently think I enjoy the mechanics more when I get to hit the boss too.
I definitely have more fun hitting the boss and doing mechanics at the same time when I'm on tank and I don't have to keep track of like 50 more things than I do on DPS. If I have to like do the mechanic and I'm thinking more about managing my gauge, storms, and inner release and upheaval, then I feel a little bit more into the mechanic. And if I have to think about my positionals and my how close I am to the boss, and both gauges and raid buffs coming in this amount of time, and then before raid buffs happen in this amount of time I have to do this, it's like, oh my, just relax. Some mechanics are mean to you. I can only keep like 2 things on my mind at the same time. Nidstinian, maintaining your rotation during Nidstinian is kind of rough.
Yeah, that's true. That's probably the hardest mechanic that you have to.
You also have to do positionals, yay! Because he has positionals. And you're like going around in different directions.
Oh god.
Yeah, he's Nidstinian is not, does not like the melee, but that's because of how, like, all the towers and rotating works. I mean, obviously, if you get used to it, you would just choose, if I get this number, then I'm going to true north at this time, and if I get this number, I'm going to true north at that time, and if I get this number, I'm going to true north at this time instead, and you would just remember that, but, that was not quite the point we had reached.
Baiting the corner Estinians as melee was fucking scary. The butt cheek ones were tough.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my positional correct hitting on Nidstinian was like very low.
I'll be back. Julian's gonna try and help Matthias.
Okie dokie. How exciting.
When... So are we getting another, like, Christmas release?
They haven't told
The
us.
original release schedule was supposed to be... I think Shadowbringers came out during, like, this after... It was the end of the summer, right? It's, like, back to school season is around when the new Final Fantasy...
We don't know how much COVID impacted their process.
Well, it delayed the next expansion, Endwalker, into, like, Christmas, New Year's release or whatever, right? It's, like, November 29th or something.
Yeah, but how much work do they do on an expansion before it comes out? I would imagine that COVID impacted it, like, their entire, like, flow.
Well, yeah. So I'm wondering, but you have to imagine that they chose that release window, like, purposefully, right? They're like, okay, we want... It's still summer, but it's winding down, so people have mostly, like, gone to the Bahamas or whatever. And are back now. I guess a Christmas release isn't bad either. But it makes the first raid tier so bad, because then it drops, like, on Christmas. Yeah. Yeah, it definitely feels like they usually gave us more time. Like we have to see the trailer, and then it's months before we see like the job action trailer. Then it's we get like a demo, and then a couple months after that we get the actual release. So,
When did they announce Endwalker?
huh? What time to what?
When did they? Yeah.
Oh,
When was Endwalker released? In the...
just the same year. So it took around
Yeah.
the whole year, like 10 months. But this is also the one they delayed.
Yeah.
So maybe like 9 or 8 months would be the norm here. Look at Shadowbringers. Shadowbringers was November of 2018 and then released July of 2019. So like 8 months.
I hear a cat meowing, so I'm gonna go figure that out. Hang on.
Maybe it's locked in the bathroom.
No.
It happens all the time. Every pet I've ever seen has gotten stuck in the bathroom at some point. Probably halfway in between the release date and the announcement. Oh, a little bit after then. So, like, more than halfway through. Yeah. It's because they don't want to... They probably scrap, like, lots of abilities and then shelve them, like, whatever they developed for that ability for a different expansion or something. And they don't want to show off any moves in the trailer that don't show up in final product. Yeah. And I imagine that actually developing the abilities and stuff of the new jobs takes a while. They gotta build all the animations of like every 1, 2, 3 combo they got.
I want Nocturnal Sec back!
Same.
Yo.
But not to Astro, to someone, to the new healer.
Don't even joke about that. You
Or
think
they
you're
could-
so funny?
Rage or something.
Y'all
That
will
would be
appreciate
cruelty.
this funny little story. My cat was stuck in the hallway and the door was shut, and that's what she was yelling at.
Aww.
I opened the door for her, and she runs into the kitchen, starts running around everywhere, finds her brother, meows really fucking loudly at him, like she's mad at him, and then walks away from him.
She needed to bitch him out. That was his mistake.
Like, how dare you leave me in the hallway? No, she just really wanted to fucking yell at her brother.
Get his ass.
Wish Kate was here so I can ask Kate when Island Sanctuary gets fun.
If you don't like it now, you're probably not gonna like it later. The gameplay doesn't really change. You're still checking like your workshops and your granaries and your field and your crops and your animals to receive their goods, and you can also optionally gather from the island yourself.
Yeah, but they're just gonna keep updating it. Eventually, they're gonna add something I want, and then I'm gonna look at the fucking like 15 updates of backlog that I need to get through, and then I'm gonna never get the thing that I want.
Well, I don't think it's gonna be fun for you, but you can keep up on it. Then you can have, your rank be close to whatever items you might want to buy in the future. There are some fun glams and stuff, so...
I just wish I could power through it all in one day and call it a day.
Definitely don't recommend it. It's not too bad if you give it like a month or so and you just check your workshop every day, because you get a shit ton of EXP from that.
Yeah, the enjoyment from Island Sanctuary comes from logging in, talking to all the mammoths, and then walking away with like 15k of the currency, and knowing that you made big money that day. And then leaving the Island Sanctuary immediately.
I had fun decorating mine. I like to put my minion. I reconfigured where I put all my minions and stuff and everything. But if you don't really like that kind of thing, or checking like your little tasks every day, then you're not gonna have fun doing it. But if you want to keep up on it and not have fun doing it, then you sure can do that to yourself.
That
The real thing that sucks is that employing the mammoths, even if they do no work, they will still demand payment for their services. Which is bullshit.
Maybe they're tilling your soil.
Not. Like, if you run out of food, they'll still, like, continue to take care of the animals. They just won't feed them or do anything. They're costing me... I'm losing, like, 1,000 calories a week off these fuckers.
Then stop paying them.
But I want them to work when I'm there.
Then pay them when you need them.
I would if it didn't take forever to select every single one and then hit entrust to Mammoth. So Saga, I take it you didn't like this tier? Or the previous tier?
I don't know how I feel about this tier just yet. E9's kind of so far. I'm not looking forward to re-clearing it.
Really? Did you like it or Proto Carbuncle more?
I definitely like Proto Carbuncle more.
Really?
Yeah.
I think Proto Carbuncle is so lame. It is funny. I like when people get eaten until it's my stack partner, and then I almost die. That's true. Not funny when people do it right and no one gets eaten.
I don't know. Maybe I would have more objective views if I didn't play a different class every single tier.
Well,
Add
you still have to do the
something to work.
mechanics of the DPS. That doesn't change.
Yeah, but now I have different reasons for why I bitch it. Like, I bitch at Carbuncle because I'm like, oh, there's a fucking trick attack window, right? And Devour, of course. Yeah, I'm just like...
Trick would be horrible there. He does like to turn around and jump around the arena.
You're not.
It has to be tough.
The good thing is, Carby is consistent, so you know exactly when in the fight you want to True North.
Yeah.
So I assume you just ended up timelining your True Norths.
I also don't like how many of these guys talk. I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear the bosses talking when I'm trying to do mechanics.
Oh my
See,
God. I also
right.
don't like that.
That's. I know that's a.
That's
Well, it's because that's a woman.
well, no, because it's not. There's multiple voices. I think it's fine in
Which one?
Kokaitis because the souls are like literally part of all the mechanics, so it's actually relevant to the fight that Kokaitis
Yeah.
speaks out loud to us.
It's not very loud either. When Hephaestus was screaming at us, I heard every word. When Coctus speaks, I hear like it just sounds like raspy, like Golem speak in the background of the.
Kokaitis' mage
Music.
voice does not sound raspy at all, though.
It's very quiet. It doesn't
is very
stand out
quiet.
over the music, which
And
I
it's true that
have
Hephaestus
considerably
was
louder
loud.
than everything else.
Hephaestus would not-
Hephaestus
but he also-
was-
He talked throughout the entire fight. He did not shut the fuck up. Kokaitis only speaks when there's like a thing happening. It's like the mage just like, I'm coming, I'm gonna fucking get you, and we're like, oh no, don't get us! And then they don't speak again.
Still complaining.
It depends on how much Themis speaks. If he doesn't, like, if he talks for literally throughout the entire fight like Hephaestus, then I might be a little annoyed. Because you have to hear it repeatedly too, you know? That's the thing when we're progging especially, you have to hear it repeatedly over and over and over again, the same things.
Same and
Yeah.
He's punchable, he's puntable. I do think it's cool for the sake of like lore and the story and whatever, but we are listening to these on repeat, so that inevitably changes my opinion.
he sounds homophobic.
I don't know what it is like in English, but that sounds pretty funny to me, to be honest. Oh, I see. Swag.
He sounds homophobic, but he's also at a gay bar and he's actively hitting on a bear.
You're kind of. I get what you're going for, but you're kind of losing me because he does not give me that impression in Japanese like at all. Maybe they sound very different.
I know. I just think of Grimoire Vice every time he talks. Almost like we could have just Liam O'Brien this guy very easily.
I think striking a balance is good though. I would rather have all of them speak like very sparsely than have 3 of them not speak and then the last one only talk.
I think I agree. Oh, yeah, the normal raids really suffer from not having voice acting. Oh, that was Pokemon. They don't do a lot of things, even though they have a lot of money. It's all very insulting all in one go, I would agree. It's insulting for fans, and it's also insulting for their staff.
I feel like most of the normal raid fights don't have voice acting.
They don't.
Which Athena?
Silent.
Hang on, which Athena?
No spoilers for Phase 2.
What is this?
I will
Is this
not
like
be normal.
Athena and Athena in all caps? Is this like a Dio and Dio situation?
I will not be normal about Phase 2. I'm just letting you all be aware. I will be disgusting. You'll have to put me down.
Well, if they wanted us to be less judgmental, they should have made all their characters hotter. That was a joke, but
I could,
at the same
I
time,
could forgive Pandemonium if the voice didn't make me want to say a slur.
I gotta listen to this guy in English. Hold on.
I also need to change my
Web.
language.
Like unto chains.
Cutscene? No, he's not a fight. There it is.
Let me show you a glimpse of Lady
Hold on. Shh. There's no way. This is what he's.
You get it now? You understand?
Oh, there's no way. Hold on. Japanese. I need to find you the Japanese voice acting. Oh fuck, where is it? Someone's gotta have it.
Do you understand now why he makes me so mad?
Let me. Yeah, let me see if I can. Here, I'll look. See if I have a video of the Japanese voice acting. And then we can listen to it together.
You can put it in the YouTube activity watch together.
Well, I would have to find for my own videos because I couldn't find one on YouTube. Let me see if I can find one that I have saved from a clip if I can get that far back. I think if I watch the cutscene at the beginning. So if I can find the one where we watch the cutscene at the beginning.
Wait, which video did you watch for the English voice, Kite?
That's just one on YouTube with the cutscene.
This whole raid series has been pretty ugly. Like, by Final Fantasy
I found
standards.
it. Hold on. Here, I'll stream it to you guys so you can hear it. If you haven't. Look, so that's Final Fantasy. There. Come listen.
Alright.
Better not be in 140. Shut the hell. Okay, you guys can have 1080p. Paydash Phase 2.
You see
Where's
that?
he talk?
I'm not a fan.
You can't even hear him. Wait.
Numerous bulges, so
I'm sorry. He's too quiet to listen over us. Maybe I'll just turn it up. Maybe I'll turn my cutscenes on and we can just instance him right now. I couldn't find it in Japanese. What if I look it up in Japanese? Will that work? How do I write P10N in Japanese? And then, No, you motherfuckers! Wait, maybe it's this one. No, this is a guide! No! There has to be someone who uploaded the cutscene. There's no way. I'm so upset. Okay. I guess the takeaway is I think he sounds fruity in Japanese, and that's why I had to laugh when I heard him in English. He sounds very fruity in English.
I looked up P10 Japanese and I got a lot of things that I don't think should be on YouTube.
I can't find it. I tried looking up some different things, and I don't see one. Did you need a video, Shalini, of the English? Because it's pretty fucking funny. He's very theatrical. Shalini's dead.
Oh, I got distracted. 1 second.
Did you hear him though? In English?
I think this one has the cutscene. 1 second. Oh my god!
Right?
Oh my god. Why is he like this?
Is he like, pandemonium? Are you okay?
I got 90k.
Swag.
Very unlucky.
In a way that I can't explain, the way that he talks reminds me of Fandaniel.
It's very theatrical in the same way, I think. He's like
Yeah.
also he speaks with the flourish,
Yeah. Yeah.
That was kind of the impression that I got though when we originally saw Amarot and like got to talk to all the people, and it's like this supposed to be the civilization of like art and culture or whatever because they have all of their needs fulfilled or something. I figured that they were all just drama kids. Did they even like... I guess we see Themis, who's like kind of a child. How old is Themis? Is it ever stated? Because they're all immortal, so are they like... What's the logic here?
I thought he was just the youngest of them. But I don't...
So how old is he then? But
We
he
don't know.
hasn't like fully grown yet? Is
We
that
don't
the
know.
implication?
We just know he's shorter than us. Well, shorter than the others. I guess he could be taller than your character.
It's weird that every other ancient that we'd seen up until that point is like massive in stature compared to the player.
He also
character.
looks smaller because Eric is next to him, and Eric has the Ellison body, so even though he's obviously meant to be like a younger person, like not an adult, he's still very tall and Ellison-y.
Yeah.
But Demus is shorter. He decided to look like how he felt. 80 years old. Oh my god, and his like the little white in his hair, like, okay, I get it, you're like stressed out or whatever, shut the fuck up. He decided to keep the wrinkles. How wholesome. He got all the wrinkles from his fucking insane people friends, like XIV, and he just decided to go with it. Like, this is who I am now.
Look,
80 years old.
he is his own OC, and I'm happy for him.
I hate that take, but you're so right.
Oh
Actually,
my
I changed my mind. I love that take, and I think you're so right. This is my OC, Solo C.A. Galvis, do not steal. You killed Shelly! Oh my god, I can just imagine him like drawing it out, and Hythlodaeus is like, is that anime? He's got the little white stripe.
Do not steal! Oh my god! Oh my god. I feel lightheaded now.
Do the ancients, when they transform into like their big monster forms, do they get to choose what they look like? Because to an extent they must, right? Because they're like using their own magic to transform their own bodies. So their forms must be like somehow related to themselves, right? So they all chose to like look like that.
But then can you choose to look different?
I don't know. It could be that they're tapping into like an inner soul and they don't really get much choice.
Because when you first see it in Elpis or whatever, and like, who was it? Was it Hades? Who's like, oh, you can't just take that form in front of other people.
Yeah.
Or something. He acts very like, not like shy or embarrassed, but like
it's like taboo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
It's
implies
like
that there's
taking your
some
pants off.
level. Yeah, but you.
It's very rude, I guess, yeah.
If I can take my pants off and make it look like anything, does it matter anymore?
I think the idea is like transforming at all is like part of like you're not supposed to do that in polite company or whatever. Because part of their culture was being like looking the same as each other and looking equal and stuff. Like that's why they all wear the same robes and whatever, unless someone needs to be distinguished or distinct for some reason. So I think not transforming and then looking like a completely unique fucked up thing is like part of an extension of that culture.
You were only allowed to be an individual unless you were part of the corporate elite, I see. The faceless masses don't matter.
True, they don't have to make a new peasant outfit for everyone. They only have one peasant outfit for everyone. True. Well, I think they do use their in-game face, makey thingy. But they do have to change the bodies sometimes, so... Oh yeah, true. They get to be covered up
Mm.
completely.
They look like ghosts.
Oh, spooky. Yeah, it makes sense. True. I think I want to pose this question to Shalini, who seems to be the foremost expert on the topic or the subject of Emmett Selk. If he had a
Why would-
persona, what animal would it be?
Oh my god.
Answer me. I want to hear Shalini's fucking answer.
Oh my god. I mean... Like, what would he choose?
Yes, for himself, if he made his own character.
That's a good question.
I'll let you sit on it, but you get back to me with an answer.
It would probably be avian.
You think so?
I
Avian,
was gonna
huh?
say, because the wings in the... whatever phase of his extreme.
You need to pick an animal and like tell me what the animal. I want to hear. Okay, how about this? If you could assign him a persona that you were designing, what animal would you pick for him?
I also have to think about that.
I already know the answer.
What's your answer?
I don't want to sway Shalini's decision.
Yeah. That's true. Sheldy, you gotta. We can't. I think it's really easy for us to say that Hythlodaeus would be a bunny because he's got the Vieira face, but I think we have to pick something else for him that is actually more fitting. If there is something more fitting, which I'm sure there is. In my heart, there is. But what would it be?
Hythlodaeus has a unique face, though, right?
Yeah, but I think it's like close
It's
to
a
Based on-
him.
Sierra based.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like how Amrik is male raw based. Despite having no scales to speak of.
He's
Bitch.
peeled.
He's a freak.
He's peeled. Peeled male raw.
Ugh. Ever since I read that, whenever that was, I like can't get it out of my head.
It's true though. They don't let Malison have those faces. If you could use Amrik's face model, would you? I guess at this point you wouldn't because your character's established, but if you were to make an Elizin character nowadays, would you use his face model?
Like a new character?
Yeah.
Maybe.
He is very pretty.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see like the different options they'd have for that face, but I'd be down.
They really gotta give us more options for faces and stuff.
I wonder if they're gonna, or I guess how much the current ones are gonna change when they do the big 7.0 update.
The fact that Aurora faces are still tied to their horns is pretty lame. I haven't Fantasia'd in a while. I should do that. I don't know. It's not doing. I don't think I could play a rodent because I actually need to see my character model, like not obscured by stuff. And I ironically think that the rodent model obscures a lot of stuff, like under your feet and whatever. Especially if you're wearing a robe. Oh my god. I'll look at Matthias like jumping around, and it's like, how do you see anything below you?
I think
He's
you
got
should
like
go
a
with that
parachute.
Nelson.
Hmm?
I I think you should do a femmelism.
I might not do a woman. I've done like women like 3 times in a row or something.
There's never enough women.
Well, I agree with you there. I think
You could.
I'm not doing that. We already have 2. That's like the most representation you could ask for.
That is
So
true.
let's not get
Like,
greedy.
the fact that we have 2 Melisons is insane representation.
Yeah. You don't need 2 cat boys. There's like
I was
I've
gonna say
considered
there's
Melviera
nothing
because but then the reason I haven't committed is because I have to like make up a character like an OC. And I haven't. I've played with like the character creator a few times, but I haven't created a Melviera yet that I want to play. But I might give it a shot again some point. It's always worth a try. I would be sad that my hats were gone though.
They're always adding more hairstyles to the.
That's true. They do have some pretty good racials though.
Yeah, I would probably.
Both Viera have some pretty good ones.
Yeah.
I think the male Viera have even better than the female Viera, honestly.
Oh, I know what Emmett would be.
Mm-hmm.
A shoebill.
No,
No.
that's too easy. You need to. I need this from the Shalini Mind Palace. You can't pluck it from the game.
Dang.
Wait, when is he a shoebill?
He's not, but the Shubo, like, in the game is implied to be somehow related to him. Possibly his familiar
really?
or something. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Like,
Shalini, tell him!
the shoebill is in the inn room, right? Is it still there?
I think so.
It shows up. It shows up at a lot of points in Shadowbringers. Like you can just find it while you're doing the MSQ.
Yeah, and it's in Elpis as well.
It's the Abyssos in Albus.
I
Because
think
it's
some
like
of the
you're scanning
dialogue
through the-
implies that it might be related to Emmett or something. I don't know.
Is there a minion?
Yes.
It drops
You
in
got the
Amaranth.
Hand of Amaranth.
Yep. It's
Wow.
pretty expensive.
I've never heard this. Very cool.
I think I'm pretty sure it shows up in some situations that are in some way or another possibly related to Emmett.
Yeah.
And then but it also just shows up kind of randomly, like at the bottom of the ocean in the Tempest.
Which is Emmett related.
Yeah. So it could be like his familiar or something.
He's spying on you. He does like know whatever's going on. He just shows up in the story like every single time,
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
as though he was watching the entire. I think sometimes we like literally we just like scream at the sky and then he shows up.
Yeah, I think it's like watching you.
Weirdo.
Throwback to in Shalini watching every Emmett cutscene from Shadowbringers, and then the next night every Emmett cutscene from Endwalker.
That was so good.
That's a lot of cutscenes, isn't it?
I think both videos are like 2 hours.
2 hours! Oh damn.
I think you were.
Yeah. An hour 57 and 51 for Stormblood and Shadowbringers, 2 hours, 12 minutes, 33 seconds for Endwalker.
First result. And it had all of the...
It mentions how the minion says the bird has like a regal and condescending air, just like Emmett Selk himself, and that was pretty funny.
Maybe it is his persona. See, I thought he was gonna be like a peacock.
Oh my god.
It's funny.
What would
That's
the-
good.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. I was thinking the same thing. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
He's gotta be the persona equivalent of a theater kid's persona.
Yeah, but I think he'd be like, you know, like, I'm an eagle, I'm a falcon, because I'm so, you know, like he's like so cool and majestic.
Okay, I'm on board for the bird of prey.
But I think that's what he would pick for himself. Oh, I want to hear what Shalini would assign him. Shalini, ruminate on it a little harder.
But I told you.
No, you have to think of your own answer. You know copying.
You can't back it up in game.
It's too easy, that's cheating.
That's basically canon. Okay. This is headcanon. This is different.
This is Shalini's mind palace of Emmet.
Oh my god.
I need you to like go to your mental bust of him and like pick it up and look at the animal underneath or whatever. Because that
like a Cadbury egg. Pop them open.
Oh my
I like the
God.
idea of it being like a really big like marble or something statue and Shalini just picks it up with like one arm.
By the
That's
neck.
what I'm imagining. And underneath it is like a picture of an animal, but like drawn on like paper with like pencil crayons or something. A single sheet of paper, and then she like retrieves that with her other arm, and then she puts the gigantic like 5-ton bust back down. And yes, it is a given that in my mind palace of Shalini's mind palace that there's a giant marble bust of Emmet. Like the size of a hot air balloon, even.
Oh my god.
You know what? I think he'd be some kind of cockatoo.
Is he
Or a
because he says
parrot.
come a lot?
No, I
What?
just think he'd be like. I think he'd be some kind of like parrot. Or parakeet.
I thought
you know,
about that
in that
originally.
general-
You always think about parrots as being like stuck up assholes.
Like like parrots are usually stuck up assholes. They think they're very funny and they want to show off and look really good. Like I feel like we hit the cornerstones all in one go.
He has to be like a big parrot though. Because he's also like Wizard of Eld or whatever he likes to call himself.
He's a flamingo.
Hang on.
Maybe like a raven? I don't know.
No, see
So
that's
he is a
still
bird,
something
huh?
that's still something he would give himself.
Well, to be fair, I asked Shalini what do you think that Emmett would pick for himself, and what do you think that you would assign him, so...
Alright, that's fair.
I've already asked Shalini to assign all of us personas, so I can't even reuse that question.
Wait, what did I get?
Did I write it somewhere?
I think the only part that was quoted was when I called Kate a domestic cat.
Wasn't
And
that
then
when
she
we were
was like, do I
assigning-
have to be an asshole to be a wild cat or whatever, to not be like a domestic cat and a...
Wasn't that when we were assigning just cats though?
I don't remember. No. It wasn't. It was, I think it was different animals. So you can scroll back in the quote board somewhere. You're assigning all of us different animals, and I'm pretty sure, you were like, and for Kate, of course I would pick like a cat. But you never specified what cat, because I made the domestic cat comment and destroyed the conversation.
I remember there were
Obliterated.
two kinds of cats that it boiled down to.
I don't remember what they were. You're gonna have to remind me.
I remember sending her pictures of them. Maybe I can.
We did later on pick different animals for each other, but this was like after this call, after we were talking about the whole static.
Okay, I think I figured out the parrot that I want to give Emmett.
Okay. I think he's
I
got
want to get it.
You gotta show us a picture. We need a
I
picture.
gotta get it.
The visual.
I need a visual here to really sell what I'm trying to bring together here. A kakapo.
You know, it's funny because, actually that might make Shawnee sad if I say it.
What were you gonna say?
They're the only flightless parrot.
That's not what I was gonna say. I was actually gonna say
Is it about the
What?
Is it about the saxophone solo that they?
No,
that
it's
guy
about the
wrote
fact
to
that they're
make-
almost extinct.
No!
It's okay, Shalini. A guy wrote a saxophone solo that convinces them to fuck.
Yeah, it'll all be okay.
Saxophone solo?
Yes.
I think he could be a parrot, but it's gotta be like one of those. It's gotta be one that's not too brightly colored, because he doesn't wear bright colors or anything, and he doesn't really present himself in a brightly colored way. Maybe like one of the black parrots.
Okay, so what about Hythlodaeus?
Let me think about it.
Yeah, I found the guy's original submission, and this is what they actually used, and apparently it worked. Of course, Shalini explodes when I find it.
You know, the saxophone works because there's some jazziness to the ancients or whatever. From, you know, the one dungeon that's jazzy. Maybe he could be like a fox or a cat. Hythlodaeus, I mean. Those answers seem almost too easy. I can imagine him being like an animal that might laze in the sun a little bit. Like, not because he's not gonna do anything, because he's too worried he'll chip a nail, but he would prefer not to do things because he's too worried he'll trip a nail. Like, he's not useless by any means, but...
An alligator.
I think you're onto something, Kite. The first thing I thought of was a brightly colored salamander.
Definitely reptilian. Definitely something that's just gonna lay there on a rock.
I gotta look him up so I can remind myself on the lore. I'm totally forgetting things already. He's got the gift of soul sight. He was really good at it.
If the Matthias isn't here for 15 minutes, they can't hold this city before it gets the Geneva Convention.
Okay.
I remember all the times I was in high school and the teachers would be like, "Oh, it's gonna be fucking so serious in college and this and that." And literally one of the first classes I took, one of my professors canceled class because he got a really bad sunburn. I just said, "I'm not leaving my house. Just read this." Shalini, you're back. Listen to the bird song. The bird saxophone designed to make the birds not extinct.
Oh my god.
I imagine him as a white cat, I think. They got keen instincts, but they're also gonna lay in a sunbeam all day if you let them. And they can also be pretty friendly and smug, just like him. Final
For
answer.
Emmett?
No, for Hythlodaeus.
Oh.
Actually, it would make the idea of Emmett being a bird or especially a parrot even funnier, because then it would just be this constant dynamic of like Hythlodaeus looking at him like he's gonna eat him,
That's so mean, but so funny.
and it's so true.
Hey, what's up?
Hello.
I got some bad news.
I kind of figured.
Dwayne thinks it's, likely hardware.
Fucking knew it already. Sorry to tell you.
Yeah.
Did he specify what the issue could be? Cause
Dwayne thinks it's a motherboard issue.
that's what I said! Yes! I feel so vindicated! Although I am sad that Matthias might have to replace his stuff.
Yeah, so Dwayne was saying,
Motherboards are pretty cheap.
They
yeah.
are. He just didn't. He was like, I didn't really want to have to replace my motherboard because I got this one like not that long ago.
Yeah. Well, sometimes
How
You
old
get a
is
lemon.
Matthias' CPU?
not very. But sometimes you just get a lemon and shit sucks.
It's possible that reinstalling Windows will help him, but if not, then it's definitely a hardware issue. So
Yeah,
I did
Dwayne
tell him
was
this
saying,
the other day, but
yeah, Dwayne was telling him to install Windows onto that third hard drive he has and try to run it off of there and see if the issue persists. If it doesn't, then he just needs to reinstall Windows, but if it does, then it's for sure hardware.
yep.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully he can fix it because not having your computer function good is pretty sad.
It's very sad and very frustrating. So, yeah,
I miss Matthias. It's not the same.
same.
He would have loved our discussion about all the personas.
What?
Oh, I was asking Shalini. There was. I had to make conversation so the stream wasn't
Okay,
dead.
okay.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think that Emmett would be some kind of parrot if he had a persona?
I think he'd be a bird, but I don't know if he'd be a parrot.
I'm
This
so
is what,
glad.
hold on. This is what we in the business call a leading question, first of all.
And
I fail to see the problem here, Judge.
Well, in any case,
Gosh,
what
you're
is
an
funny is that
executioner.
we're generally talking about if I asked Shalini, what kind of animal do you think he would pick for himself if he made his own persona, and what kind of animal would you assign him if you were to like make a persona for him? And the rest of us were like, yeah, we're more or less in agreement. Like, yeah, I think Emmett could be some kind of bird, which is very funny that you would come and agree that no, I think he you know what, he could be some kind of bird.
yeah, but I don't think he'd be a parrot.
But not like a little, like not like the parrot you'd get at a pet store. Like, look at the
Bitch.
one that I
Lot of
put in
different
voice.
kinds, but-
Look at the
I
one that I
know.
put in voice. Look
Yeah,
at the
I know. I know what parrots look like.
But look at the cockapoo.
I'm staring at it. I am staring at it. I've seen these birds at the bird store.
The important
Love it.
distinction is that I think he would pick something different for himself versus what we would assign him.
Oh
And I
yeah,
think
he'd absolutely,
that's where the comedy lies. That's
He'd
where that's where the
absolutely-
juice is.
yeah, he'd absolutely pick like a bird of prey or something, like a falcon or a hawk.
Yeah, he'd pick like he'd be like, I'm a really cool, like I'm a wolf or something. I'm a falcon.
Oh.
I'm a, you know.
He's like an emu at best.
Damn, okay, get his ass. And I was like, Shelby, you can't say the shoe bill because I need an
That's
answer
cheating.
from your mind
That's
palace.
cheating.
You can't
Cheating.
pick that one.
He's an emu. That's my opinion on the matter.
I mean, if we're being mean to him, I'd just call him a kiwi.
No, emus are scary. When they decide to fuck you up, they're kind of really scary.
Australia did lose against the emus that one time or something.
Exactly.
Kind of
Okay,
embarrassing.
if we're doing potentially threatening
Look at-
birds,
look
but
at the
not
face of
like
this.
an eagle or a falcon,
This
I'd
is a
give him
predator.
secretary bird.
You'd give him a what?
A secretary bird.
I
He's a predator.
think a secretary bird is a very reasonable answer.
Oh wait,
Like,
no,
if
there's
we're- if
also
we're-
there's another bird that's not an emu. I gotta remember. My mind has to go back, thinking of large ostrich-like birds. Hang on. Keep going. I'll figure it out.
I just think that,
Secretary
like,
bird definitely has some sauce, something to it, something smug to it.
like it's got
This
the smug energy and it's got the threatening energy and
What's this
it
thing?
literally just stomps
Oh.
eggs.
This motherfucker.
Yeah,
This
does
one.
this burn in Animal Crossing?
I think so.
This fucking dinosaur-looking bird. This is what Emmett Silk is in my mind's eye.
Okay, okay.
The emu or the secretary bird?
The
I think Kate is
secretary
about to
bird
sh-
is watching me.
Well, yeah, but that's beside this point.
Look at that. A fucking castaway.
These things are too dangerous, though. Like these guys fucking kill. Look at those talons.
This is an animal that survived the Cambrian extinction unchanged.
Yeah, and like think about how old Emmett Silk is. It made sense in my head.
Prove that he is old. He did
And he's-
survive to be old.
And he survived
see
the
my
sun. He
alligator
didn't get sundered. I think that this is
I think
again-
there are some reasonable arguments to be made for these different species of birds.
But then my alligator bit remains unchanged and incredibly funny because neither of alligators or crocodiles changed. They've been the same even longer than this.
I'm more threatened by a crocodile or alligator than I am by Emmett Silk or Hithlodaeus.
Do we want to do roulettes?
Well, we are all here, so we might as well.
that's fine.
For friendship.
Okay. What are we doing first? Trials. We're doing trials first.
Give me something new.
Can you randomize me too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hold on.
I'll take a random.
It's my list.
I'll just pick whatever's left.
Kate on White Mage.
I gotta
Shalini
stick.
on Warrior. Amber
I'll
on
have
Red
the turn
Mage.
labeled.
Saga on Dragoon.
Yeah, let's go.
Play on Astro. What that was? Oh well. I didn't think it through. What are we running first? Trials? Is the math right? No, fucking generate a number. Okay, I'm ready.
I understand why your okay happened.
I don't know. I don't remember how to play Monk.
That's how I feel about
Caitlin,
Dragoon.
Do you know when Matthias can get a new motherboard?
He's going to
No.
try to reinstall Windows, which could take a while.
Oh, was that? I missed that conclusion.
Yeah, he's gonna try and reinstall Windows first.
Okay.
Yeah,
and
because
then-
if that fixes it, then that would be nice, because then he doesn't
Yeah.
have to buy a new motherboard.
Yeah, ask for a when he would buy a new motherboard. I don't know his personal finances.
Do you know what the problem was specifically?
It's like he just keeps getting this like USB disconnect error. That's like you'd have to ask Julian for the specific error. I
can tell you the
was
specifics.
okay. Yeah, Kite also knows the specifics because I was
It's
sitting here playing
happening
Star
when
Rail
he's-
while they were doing that.
It's specifically happening when he's in game, and I guess running something that's more intensive for his computer than like browsing the internet or something. I was thinking it could potentially have to do with his hardboard because it could be either his like ports are fucked up or something like with the motherboard is fucked up, or there could be some overheating or some kind of voltage or power issue.
I had an experience where if I disconnected the USB cable connecting my
Why? Oh, what the fuck just pinged me?
Yeah, that was a weird thing.
A watch together?
Yeah. I'm
You
putting
got
all
that ping,
cutscenes
right?
with them itself. Final Fantasy 14 Stormblood.
Let's
chat.
go.
Up in here, Johnny. Let's go.
Oh my.
We tried uninstalling and reinstalling his drivers, turning off the USB sustain thing, whatever it's called, turning off the other USB thing with the disable the power thing, which is a different setting, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, that's exactly what Julian was doing.
Uninstalling different programs.
Yep. Julian did. I watched all
had
that.
him monitor his like the heat. Sorry, the temperatures and voltages and stuff because I was wondering if that could be part of the issue.
I admit it.
What else?
Fighting all 8 of you is just too much.
I had a weird experience with USB cables where if my controller disconnected at a certain time, all of my USB ports would start freaking out. Like my keyboard would disconnect. Only the USB ports though. My keyboard would disconnect, my mouse would disconnect, and nothing would connect properly.
Goodness gracious. I just remembered something.
And eventually I fixed it by just not using that USB cable.
Yeah, this was a problem that was happening whether he had anything plugged in or not.
Oh.
And he also said that changing the ports and stuff didn't help. I told him maybe he should try unplugging everything and then, like, you know, checking ports and devices individually, and he was like, the problem was still happening regardless, so.
Yeah.
Did he ever try to use a different USB cable than the one he's using?
It was happening with all his devices and stuff, though.
Well, yeah, but does it only happen when he has his controller plugged in?
No, it was happening regardless of whether or not he had anything plugged in.
I feel we've gained an understanding.
So even if he wasn't like gaming or anything.
No, he said it was happening regardless of whether or not he had anything plugged in, like while he has like a game or something open.
Yeah, this is a horrible.
You have to be fully healed or something, I think.
Fully healed, really?
Yeah.
We can figure that out.
I'm free.
Huh.
It's actually a healer.
Yeah.
I'll never
Well,
forget.
there's nothing that indicates that that is a
No,
healer
it's
thing.
stupid. All the fucking mechanics from these fights are stupid, though. All of them are very unintuitive. I don't know how you can become unfrogged. I think that's just a thing that you have to accept.
You become frog.
You are a frog.
If the problem happens, regardless of whether or not he has anything plugged in, I don't think it's his devices.
Hey. Next.
Okay. Shalini. Whoops, that's the wrong tab. Shalini Scholar. Tate Paladin. Clay Reaper. Saga Machinist. Amber Ninja. Okay.
They just shot Emmett.
Hooray!
Oh, I forgot
Wait,
to-
can you rewind it? I want to be a part of it.
Yeah, wait,
Yes.
I wasn't in
Okay,
it.
hang on. There we go.
Oh god, it's in English.
Yeah. Yeah.
He said that gaily.
Yeah.
He says
Oh.
everything gaily in English.
I don't want to pull.
Oh, my party list is covered by this video.
Yay! They got him! Can you do it again?
But this time
Yeah,
with
I know,
more
I know.
pizzazz.
No, I'm joking, it's fine. Nah, look at him! GTA wasted.
Oh. You know.
I love his gay little earring.
Why? It's just us.
It's okay, I'm just silently judging you the entire time.
Fair enough.
I'm watching everything you do. I am watching your every GCD right now.
It'd be so wide in the back.
Ultimate Legend, by
Got
the way.
Saga.
Yeah.
There's his face is so angry.
He's so grumpy.
Is he even gonna do? Oh, there it is. Shining cells. Let's go.
He walks so gaily too. I mean, I'm sure that's just a normal walk cycle, but still.
I will never be over Yoko Taro taking one look at Emmett Suck and be like, I think this guy's funny. I'm gonna put him in my gotcha game.
Rudy little shrug.
We did miss the iconic, the founding father was an actor.
What?
Was it worth it, Aaron?
What happened?
I thought I could run far enough away. I was so far away from you. I can't believe that hit me.
I think
I
it's
was trying to
snapshot
outrun
before
a
your corpse.
stack.
Maybe you could have timed it differently.
I timed it a little bit too close, I guess. I didn't
Just-
see a cast bar. That's what I was hoping I was gonna see.
I like his like gay little pose. Like he like does his gay little hand on hip plus his pointing his finger up. Okay, I know what you are.
We don't even get LB3 anymore here.
He's dead.
We didn't even get
He's dead.
LV2.
Dang.
And
I was just trying to build LB.
Oh my
Mhm.
god.
You failed at it.
oh my god, if y'all seen like an Ultimate Weapon speedrun, the shit they do is fucking insane.
Like,
They probably intentionally take like Ifrit flames or something, some bullshit.
Okay, so you know the like the first, not tank buster, but like when we do the tank split and you guys are like just taking the hit for the healers. It's like some weird party stack shit.
Yeah.
And they all take damage from it and almost die, and it instantly gives them an LB3 like 30 seconds into the fight. Which they immediately use on Garuda. Fucking we're turning Ultimate Weapon into an 11-minute fight.
The door boss for eternity.
oh my god.
This is the one that I was watching. There's goofy shit happening here.
He sounds so gay in English.